Now, so knowing, building the relationship that among you have, knowing that the character building is very important, we move on to the next stage, and that is academic performance. So that amount, what do you want in terms of academic performance? If you look at primary school, then what we usually have is a mastery of language. So when you learn a language, let's say English language, there are three very important components you want to look at. First thing is the pronunciations, second thing is the grammar, and the third thing is a vast repertoire of vocab. Now, you know that in our Singapore context, the grammar is done in primary school. If you do not have a strong grounding on your grammar, you are not going to move very far. But most of the children will have this problem. How do I remember so many words? So I taught them a technique called a similar sound technique, so they can use this and be able to build at least 5 words a day. If you look at 5 words a day, and then 5 times 300 days in a year, you will have 1,500, right? So there's a research that's done. If a person knows about 3,000 words, they will be able to understand about 80% of the communication in English language. So if I start them in P4, I have P4, P5, P6, 3 years. So they will have 4,500 words, and that will be very powerful. And you know, and I know, that when I work with secondary school students, we know very well they have a good command of the language. So you want them to do well in languages, you want them to know mathematics. Mathematics is the ability to recognize patterns. So it is a training that you need to give to the child to recognize the patterns. And then, of course, you want to develop the other intelligences of your child. So let me just sum it up in a very quick way, that we need to build relationship. We need to develop the character. The character is more important than the last part on academic performance. But in academic performance, definitely, it is language, mathematics, and of course, good studying habit. They need to have the skill to study, like how to gather information, how to make notes, and how to memorize the information. And with these 3 ideas in mind, I think you will be on your way to building or developing a smart kid.